Much for your being here. This is a tremendous effort put on by a lot of folk, not just Olive Branch, but some of the primary sponsors were, of course, Read to Succeed and United Way and the Linebaugh Library System, supported by the vendors that you see, supported by the local churches, supported by many partners who understand the importance of literacy, to be able to read and write and articulate ideas. Literacy is for life. It's just not for primary school or middle school or high school or college. Literacy in and of itself is for life. And so thank you very much. We'll have an official thank you for those sponsors and partners, but I did want to make sure that we recognize you from the onset. This is what I've learned. I've learned that when you are successful, success comes to you. That when you establish success in your life, success comes to you, you attract additional success. And so the point is that sometimes when you say something wise, most people when they say wise stuff, they say some more wise stuff. No one stops at one wise thing that they've said. And if you say enough wise stuff, people will begin to attribute wise stuff to you. Oh, that sounds like Thomas Jefferson. Let's give that to them. If they don't know who said it, if it's unknown, if it's anonymous, they'll begin to say, oh, that sounds like Nelson Mandela. Let's give that. Oh, that sounds like Dr. King. Let's give that quote to him. Well, what I'm getting ready to tell you is attributed to Ralph Waldo Emerson, although we really don't know that he said it in particular, but we do know that there's power in this quote. If a man can write a better book, preach a better sermon, or make a better mousetrap than his neighbor, though he builds his house in the woods, the world will make a beaten path to his door. This event, my friends, is about better lives, better people, a better community, a better county, a better city, better neighborhoods, better schools, better access, better health, better financial portfolios, and a better future for you and for me and for us. In a time when many of us are divided by politics and religion and rhetoric, in a time when crime continues to creep closer and closer to each of our doorsteps, in a time when health disparities and achievement gaps still exist, we need something that will pull us together in a common bond with a common goal for the common good. Literacy, I believe, is that something. Literacy is the tie that could bind us together. It could bring together Republicans and Democrats, conservatives, liberals, libertarians, and Tea Partiers. It could bring together blacks and whites and browns and yellows and reds. It could bring together the haves and the have-nots. It could bring together the already ares and the wannabes. The struggle for a more literate Rutherford County, or more literate Murfreesboro, or more literate Smyrna, or more literate Laverne could bring people from all sorts of backgrounds together. Literacy is a tie that could bind Christians and Muslims and Hindus and Buddhists and atheists and agnostics. A better community can be built, but we must build it together. No one group can do it alone. The politicians cannot do it alone. The teachers and school systems cannot do it alone. The university and community colleges cannot do it alone. The preachers and priests cannot do it alone. The policemen and firemen cannot do it alone. The business community cannot do it alone. If it is to be done, if higher literacy rates are to be achieved, if a better community is to be developed, it will have happened because we came together. We must do it together because we are in this thing together. Therefore, finances and focus and dialogue and determination must be shifted towards literacy. We cannot allow literacy to be dismissed or discounted. We must not ignore the fact that too many children and too many adults cannot read or write. We must stand up and be counted in this fight for literacy. So, we've marched today and we've met today. But what will you do about literacy tomorrow? Will you become an advocate in your home? Will you promote literacy and its benefits in your neighborhood? Will you read more and watch less? Will you open up a book and turn off the TV or the PS3 or the Xbox? Will you become more literate about your health and your wealth? Will you become more literate about the political process? Will you do your part? We are counting on you. Once upon a time, there was a farmer who went out one day to survey his acreage He had a mass amount of acreage. Lo and behold, he sees an egg. He picks up the egg, and it's an eagle's egg. And he looks for the eagle's nest to put the eagle's egg back in the eagle's nest. But he could not find the eagle's nest. So he takes the egg back to his chicken, to the chicken coop, and places the eagle's egg right alongside the hen's eggs. Lo and behold, one day, the hen's eggs hatch, and the eagle's egg hatches right alongside the hen's eggs. So the eagle grows up like a chicken, scratches the earth for worms, just like a chicken. He just like a chicken, he thrashes his wings violently, just like a chicken. One day, he's out and he looks up in the sky. He sees this great, marvelous bird gliding on the invisible wind, and he turns to a chicken beside him and says, "What is that?" And the chicken said, "That's an eagle, the king of the air, the most powerful bird. He belongs up there, but we are chickens. We belong down here." That eagle lived and died, not as an eagle, but as a chicken, because no one told him that he was an eagle. Too many of our people, of all stripes and shapes and sizes and colors and complexions, from all different cultures, too many people, period, spend their lives as chickens. Little do they know that they have inside of them what it takes to soar, what it takes to glide, what it takes to succeed and progress, what it takes to be promoted, what it takes to live and not just exist. Too many people are on the fringes of society, and they need to be let in. Literacy is one of those tools that people can use to gain entrance and access, but we must let them in. So we must shift our mindset, not from something that is not important, but maybe it's not as important. Literacy will be the thing that binds us together, no matter what you look like, or no matter where you're from, no matter what your mama's name is. Literacy is the key to our advancement, not just as a person, not just as a people, not just as a community, not just as a city, not just as a country, but as a world. So let us allow literacy to bind us together. Don't you be a chicken when you are an eagle. All the eagles, put your hands together and say, "I am an eagle. I am valuable. My body's valuable. My mind is valuable. And my dreams are valuable." Say it like you mean it. I am valuable. I am valuable. I am valuable. My body's valuable. My mind is valuable. And my dreams are valuable. God bless you. God bless America and everywhere else. Thank you very much.